everyone, CPO here, and I'm with the gang over at Twisted Jeeps. They do Jeep rentals and guided tours and probably some other stuff I don't even know about yet, but we're going to learn. I'm in Moab, and it's been amazing. And so I've been hanging out with these guys for a couple days now, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about the shop and the guys that are running the show over here. So I'm here with Joe and Nick. These guys are the owners of Twisted Jeeps, and I wanted to learn a little bit about the business, how long it's been here, what they're doing, and why it's so awesome to be out here in Moab. So anyway, guys, thanks for having me out.
No problem.
I really appreciate it, and thanks for showing me around Moab. It's been phenomenal. Tell me a little bit about Twisted Jeeps and like how you guys came to be.
So we started about 6 years ago. We started just with 8 Jeeps. And then we wanted to set ourselves apart from the other Jeep rentals in town. So we build our Jeeps a little bit different. We'll go out and show you the Jeeps here in a minute. Build them just a little bit different than the other Jeeps in town. We offer, the highest quality product. The way we build our Jeeps, it's something that we can be proud of. Joe's from here. I married a local gal, so that's how I ended up in Moab. So
married in Moab.
I got pretty lucky. So I've been here since 2005. Joe's been here his whole life. Yeah, we saw the other companies in town. We wanted to do something that was different. So we build our Jeeps up, and they get ran on a daily basis. We have 18 rentable Jeeps right now, and then 1 tour Jeep that we don't rent. We just have KL kind of cruise around there.
KL's the man. I've been hanging with him.
KL is the man sometimes.
He's hiding over there.
But yeah, I mean, our Jeeps are just different. We have the highest quality product on the Jeeps, and we offer soft tops. The other companies all went to hard tops.
Oh, really?
We offer 2 doors. The other companies don't offer 2 doors. So just, we have a niche in the market. We work well with the other companies in town, so they'll send us customers. We'll send them customers. If you want to do some of the trails they don't allow, then we do allow the trails here in Moab. So.
Oh, okay. So you guys allow more trails than some of the other rentals?
Yeah, a lot more trails.
Is it because the Jeeps are better built, or you're assuming the risk, or?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
It's if you think about it, Chris, it's kind of a dumb business plan. Here's a $70,000 Jeep.
Right.
Here's the keys. Please bring it back on all 4 wheels. Yeah, that's what we did with our Jeeps, and so far it works out. We do about 16,000 to 18,000 miles per year per Jeep.
Wow.
That's off-road mileage, so I don't know, that's 500,000 regular miles. I really don't know what it is, but so our Jeeps do get used a lot, and typically they're always on Poison Spider, Hell's Revenge, Top of the World, so they're on some of the gnarlier trails here in Moab. So that's what, Joe and KL, they're the ones that make sure they're ready to go out every day. I'm slowly learning. So.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we're standing here in your little showroom office area. I know some of these photos. This is some of the stuff that I've seen hang out with you guys, and we're going over here, Top of the World next.
Yep.
That's pretty epic. Any advice for people visiting Moab? I know I asked KL this up on top of the Metal Masher trail, but any advice for people who are like wanting to just come out and enjoy Moab? Obviously come here, rent a Jeep. What's the difference between, let's go there, what's the difference between renting and getting a guided Jeep tour? I know, so I'm guessing there's probably 3 ways we can go here. You can come in, get the keys to a $70,000 Jeep and bring it back in one piece, washed and vacuumed, of course. And then you can ride along with somebody who's driving a Jeep, right, the tour Jeep. And then I think what I'm doing is something a little bit different, where KL is guiding me, but he's leading in a Jeep and I'm following in my own personal Jeep. So it seems like if you want to bring your own Jeep out here, you guys have tours for that as well?
Yeah, we just like what you said, we have 3 options. You can just rent one of our Jeeps and take off out on your own. We'll give you like a trail map, cooler ice, stuff like that. The second one you can do what's called a ride along, where you get to hang out with Joe or KL or myself or some of the other guys. We have like a local sheriff as one of our guides. We have a lot of guides because we do a lot of guiding.
Okay.
So you can do that, or you can do what you guys do, and KL is in the Jeep by himself and just getting out and spotting you guys. So that's called a drive along tour. So you can either do that, bring your own Jeep, or you can rent one of ours and follow KL as well. So the upside of the guide is these guys know the area like the back of their hand, right? They were born and raised here, so they can tell you about the area, tell you about the trails, make sure you're safe the whole time, bring you up Hell's Gate, bring you up the more difficult obstacles that we don't allow unless you hire one of these two, which is pretty cool. You saw the dinosaur tracks. You get like history as well of just not, here's the keys, go out and have fun. Right. Some people that's what they want to do. You know, like here's the keys, you go out. I do think you miss, or you could miss a few opportunities to really learn about Moab. And I mean, not just jeeping. Moab has so many other options.
Right.
Whether you want to get on the river, whether you can go to Moab Jet, take a cool jet boat tour along the river, whether you want to rent a bicycle, a double down, or just go out arches and hike. Like, we want people when they come to Moab to have that aha moment, that experience. We would love you to see it in our Jeep. So one of those 2 days, plan on taking one of our Jeeps, and then the other days we can set you up to go do things that you should experience in Moab. Whether you're going to a museum that has all the movies filmed in it, whether you're going to Milt's and getting a milkshake, or a burrito at the Moab Diner, like all local joints, a beer at the brewery. There's things that just are staples of Moab that we think you should experience while you're here.
That's awesome.
And we definitely want you to experience in one of our Jeeps.
Yeah, well, back to even what you said about you could come out here and experience Moab without a guide.
Yeah.
But I drove all the way from Maryland to come to Moab, and I brought my Jeep, which I've been spending the last 3 years building basically for this trip. This is what I want to do with that Jeep.
Right.
But I came and found a guide because I wanted that experience. I wanted that, here's an obstacle that you may not think you can tackle, but I know you can do it, let me help you through it. Also, here's the rock that fell that, has this story behind it, and here's this, what's the bird? The Goonie bird that you have to drive over the foot for good luck. Like, that stuff I wouldn't get if I was just out wandering. Even if I've got great mapping systems, but they don't give me the tour guide experience. So that's what's been great about being out with KL is he'll stop and he'll point out things. He'll show me the different arches and the ridges and the mountains and the history in the mine. And it's just been really fascinating just getting that historical and sort of touristy aspect that you don't get running around by yourself. Now, I said this before, and I've told you guys before, the reason I'm at Twisted Jeeps is because I put a call out to you, my subscribers, and asked for advice on where I should find a guide, and KL's name came up about 1 million times. So thank you very much. You guys told me to come to Twisted Jeeps, and you did not fail me. There's a lot of guys out there who are going to be looking for something similar, coming out to Moab, finding that experience. Totally can say that Twisted Jeeps was the right choice for me. So thanks so much for having me, Joe. Let's go look at those Jeeps, man.
Absolutely. Here.
This is fun, guys.
It's for the passport.
Yeah. So these are the Jeeps that you guys are renting? Tell us about them.
Yeah, these are it. That's what we rent. We send people out. We hand them the keys to, like you said, a $60,000, $70,000 rig and say, go have some fun.
I'm guessing you find over time what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. Through trial and error, we have definitely figured out what holds up and what doesn't and what works.
What do you guys run? I see 4 doors and 2 doors. Are they running the same suspensions?
They aren't running the same. We do all long arm suspension on our 2 doors.
Oh, okay.
We just like the way it lets the 2-door flex a little bit more, and it just drives a little better. Anybody that's driven a long arm lifted vehicle versus a short arm lifted vehicle
Mine's a long arm, yeah.
knows that the longer your arms are and the better geometry you can get, the better they're going to drive, which is why you could drive yours from Maryland, and a short arm would have been probably a little more of a handful. But the 4 doors with the weight and the wheelbase, the short arms work great, and it gives you more clearance for coming off of obstacles. I'm sure you saw yesterday, KL cleared in his on a few, and I'm sure you probably had a long arm.
Almost all of my hang-ups on the trail are my rear long arm brackets.
Yeah,
to be fair.
So the 2 doors, they don't turtle like the 4 doors do, so you can have the longer arms and it doesn't affect you as much. We run all Rancho stuff because it's just been proven that it will hold up to what renters will do. Like Nick said, it's a crazy business motto to build them up and say, go try.
And there's you don't have to have any Jeep experience to come in and rent a Jeep.
No, there's all levels of trails here. So you can do anything from the easy trails like Hoorah Pass or Gemini Bridges, but Kale and I grew up here, and we know that the great trails, you have to build a Jeep a little bit more. I mean, growing up doing Hell's Revenge, Poison Spider, Top of the World, all those trails that you want to share with people, you got to do it like this. You You can't just hand them a stock Jeep and say, hey, go do this trail, or else it's not going to hold up.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you.